Rhea Ripley is one of WWE's biggest stars, not only just in the females division, but in all of the company. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing about 10 things that you may or may not know about Rhea Ripley and her life outside of the company. And here we go, because this is interesting. And I'm a big fan of Rhea Ripley. At number 10, it's her friendship with Damian Priest. Priest and Ripley are obviously part of the Judgment Day faction with Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor. And fans have noticed that Rhea has a really good chemistry with Damian Priest. They push each other inside the ring and with their promo work. This has been the case dating back to the times that they were in NXT, with them creating strong connections and being like-minded people. If you think about it, from the way that they talk to the way that they dress to their interest, it's something that has continued them to have a bond in WWE because, well, they bring their real-life chemistry to work. At number 9, I didn't even know this. Did you know that Rhea Ripley has matching tattoos with AEW's Toni Storm? Yeah. Ripley, she's worked with a lot of people over a lot of years, but one name that she has competed a lot against is Toni Storm, because they've worked all around the world against each other, putting on great matches, and it really helped them develop their wrestling resume, their wrestling careers, and their accolades that come along with it. They've also formed a great friendship throughout that time. They got to know each other, and they have matching tattoos. And here's where it is. On their wrist, Storm and Ripley had the date of the Evolution pay-per-view event that we put on a few years ago in 2018 in Roman numeral numbers, showcasing a bond that they have together, which I thought was cool. At number 8, we have who inspired Ripley to cut her hair. In wrestling history, Ripley is easily the most visually striking female wrestler outside of maybe Chyna, who she's compared with. However, that wasn't always the case, because as in her first WWE appearance, she had a traditional look. She was a typical long, blonde-haired woman that many fans have seen over the years in WWE. However, Ripley had been sent on a course just to change up her appearance thanks to current AEW star Toni Storm while they were in NXT. A change in Ripley's appearance has been credited to Toni Storm, and that's something that's interesting because they had a noticeable rivalry in NXT UK. And while Ripley considered that they looked very much alike for one reason, both have long and blonde hair at the time. So she decided to change it, and she's done it dramatically. She's gone with a more gothic look. At number 7, we have an interesting inspiration. When Rhea Ripley was growing up, she watched a lot of WWE, an interest that ultimately led to her pursuing a career in wrestling and signing with WWE herself. Like any fan, she's got her favorite wrestlers, and one of Ripley's favorites might actually surprise you, because typically fans will choose top babyface names simply because they're pushed to be more likable as kids when you're just trying to find a favorite wrestler. But that wasn't the case for Ripley, because she grew up as a fan of The Miz. And that surprised me. At number 6, we have her being a fan of Dragon Ball Z. When it comes to TV, movies, wrestlers often look at a number of aspects of pop culture. In a world of animation, is an extremely popular genre within pro wrestling. Rhea Ripley, who has high interest in Dragon Ball Z, is included on that list. She loves it so much so that she chose to cosplay Vegeta at WrestleMania 36 and wore ring suits that looked like that character's clothes. At number 5, we have her loving animals, because she's a big animal lover. The former NXT star, now main roster star. She's the women's world champion. It's something that she also has a passion about with pets. She just loves pets, and that's pretty cool. At number 4, we have her close friendship with Zelina Vega. Because of the amount of time that wrestlers spend traveling and riding up and down the roads across the country and flying all over in planes, you have to have friendships. And you have to have friendships not just outside of the wrestling business, but also in them. And that has led to a friendship between her and Zelina Vega. At number 3, we have dealing with difficult times. Ripley might be a top WWE star right now who is enjoying working at the height of the industry that she loves, but her life wasn't always been a walk in the park, because the Judgment Day star has been very open about the fact that she's dealt with depression in the past throughout her life. The fact that she's been able to make it through some tough times in her life is an indication of who she is, the character that she has. And hopefully her story can inspire others. At number 2, we have injuries. There's a period of time recently where Rhea was actually off television, not competing for a long time. What fans don't realize is she was dealing with some serious injuries at that point, such as teeth and brain problems causing her issues. This led to her having a portable heart rate monitor fitted, which required patience, obviously, to get her back into the ring. She had to get through all these issues to get right back. And at number 1, how much can she press? Bench press, actually. Now, look, Rhea is actually one of the bigger and more muscular women in WWE right now, even having the physique compared to WWE Hall of Famer Chyna in the past. Ripley has even admitted that she hasn't eaten enough to be as muscular as she is surprised. But Rhea does put in the work at the gym. She actually mentioned in a past Instagram post that she is able to bench up to 185 pounds, which is remarkable. I thought these were cool little nuggets. Let me know down in the comments area below, what do you think about this list and what were you surprised by?